As I was saying, the serotonin in the brain, whenever brain requires serotonin, it can be made only from the amino acid tryptophan. And serotonin is required for calming down our emotions. So when you get very emotional or depressed, it's antidepressant also. So the brain requires tryptophan. Now what happens is tryptophan, all the amino acids are trying to enter the brain, and the brain has a blood-brain barrier which makes it a bit difficult for all the tryptophan to enter quickly. So when the brain requires tryptophan to make its serotonin, what it does is it makes us eat something sweet, so that insulin is released, and as soon as insulin is released, all the other amino acids are required at the other parts of the body, so that tryptophan gets easy entry into the brain. So that's why the brain makes us have something sweet. But if the tryptophan is not there in the body, if it's deficient in the body, then we continue eating sweets and we put on weight. So tryptophan is quite a limiting amino acid. It's one of the least ones we take actually. So it's found in milk, turkey, beef, pork, and a few vegetables also, bananas and things of that sort. But generally it is less, and when it is less, we'll keep on eating. For the brain wants serotonin, so it will keep on eating. We keep on eating sugar till the brain gets its tryptophan. So to avoid that, I knew I had to take tryptophan, but tryptophan is a bloody expensive amino acid. I was just experimenting with myself. I didn't care too much to lose the rest of the weight. I said 78, okay, I'm 5-6 kilos overweight, that's not too much. My obesity level, not obesity, overweight level was something like 75, 76. And now they say that 76 kilos is okay for a person, 75 kilos is okay for a person to be who's 5 feet 8 inches tall. So finally I decided to get the tryptophan and just have it. So along with the tyrosine, at that time I was taking tyrosine and glutamine. See, glutamine, it acts as a sugar or energy for the brain. So glutamine, I was taking 1000 mg of glutamine thrice a day, morning, afternoon and evening, and thrice a day tyrosine 1000 mg as soon as I got up, morning 1 hour before lunch, and about 4 o'clock or so in the evening. 1000 mg of both of glutamine and tyrosine. Now I added tryptophan. See, tryptophan, or I added tryptophan 1000 mg early in the morning on an empty stomach along with the other two amino acids. Evening 3-4 o'clock 1000 mg, and night before going to sleep another 1000 mg. These have to be taken with vitamin B6 and a B complex tablet and one multivitamin, multi-mineral tablet every day. So as soon as I added tryptophan to these amino acids, I found that my craving kept on going off. I stopped eating ice creams and cakes and pastries, and wow, with that I was doing all my exercise. I was going every evening, so at least 4 times, 5 times a week. So within, it must have been just 3 or 4 months, and I lost all from 78. I came down to 73, and then I knew, it works. And along with that I started taking other amino acids also, because somewhere I read you adding methionine along with taking all these together along with methionine, it improves the performance. And so that's how it was working. I mean, tyrosine, you see, I mean, it's not just to pep us up with adrenaline. Even the thyroxine that is released, the thyroxine increases our metabolic rate. So that is another advantage. It makes tyrosine and iodine and thyroxine, thyroid glands, what they release thyroxine. So it makes that. So I mean, basically the whole body is run. If you know the amino acids and the chemistry of the amino acids, it's so easy. I mean, to control our weight. And here, I mean, I found this book. You see, this is a beautiful book. Can you read it? I hope. Amino Revolution, the breakthrough program that will change the way you feel, by Robert Edelman. It explains how the amino acids work. That's the most important thing, because I told you how important the amino acids are. I mean, and see, they have a regular ISI code book giving the exact requirements of all these essential amino acids for poultry. That's because they are so important to make profits in poultry. But here for us humans, I mean, they don't even tell us what amino acids are, plus what exactly are the requirements of each of these 9 essential amino acids that we require. If they were to tell us that, I mean, we could take those amino acids and then we would not fall sick. I mean, maintain our health and well-being. And if you find any of the symptoms, they ought to teach this in school. I mean, so children should ask their teachers, why aren't you all teaching us this about amino acids? What are proteins made from? Ask the teachers. Is it all right? See, because they assume that proteins are... see, what happens is proteins, when we eat, the proteins go into our stomach, in the digestive intestines. The proteins are digested, means they are broken down into the 20 amino acids, and these 20 amino acids enter the bloodstream and all the cells can use the amino acids. You can't just inject proteins. I mean, you can inject vitamins or minerals, but you can't inject a protein because proteins are poisonous to the body cells. I mean, they have to be first broken down into amino acids. Yes, you can inject amino acids. I mean, that the doctors know how to do that. Don't do it yourself. So, but the actual nutrients are the amino acids, and each of these amino acids, they ought to be teaching us what the deficiency symptoms are. I told you about the tyrosine, but there are all these things. I mean, if you knew the deficiency symptoms, if you knew the requirements of these amino acids, you would not fall sick. But I mean, of course, as I said, I mean, it's all, everything is geared for professionals, for profit. Where's the profit? If we fall sick, I mean, the pharmaceuticals make huge amounts of money. Billion, I mean, and our GDP goes up. I mean, so I don't know what the whole racket is. And unless we fall sick, I mean, doctors can't make money. So they're not telling us all this. As Dr. Abdul Kalam had said, I mean, misinformation by healthcare institutions and their affiliates. I mean, affiliate education institutions ought to be teaching us this. I mean, and you have to demand this from teachers, especially in home science schools like these ladies, SNDT, Nirmala Niketan, the home science girls. They ought to be at least taught what these amino acids are. So that, I mean, we maintain our health. We have to have the proper diet, means proper amino acid requirements. That's the main thing. Of course, calories you have to have proper. But I mean, if you take the amino acids requirements properly, especially the ones, these 2 amino acids, I mean, automatically we will eat less. So I hope you'll start and get this book and read it. All this book gives how to boost your immune system, prevent heart disease, anxiety, stress, sex life, depression, a whole lot of things, all the best. I mean, you can do it, man. You don't just go through the amino acid, buy it, and have it. I mean, read this book properly. Follow the instructions properly, and all will be well. You can lose your weight easily. I did it. You can do it too. And all the best. Thanks.